to another episode of Ellie Plays Minecraft with me, Ellie the Elegant Elephant. And as you can see behind me, last episode we built this greenhouse, which is filled with bamboo and my new bamboo farm, so I'm super happy about that. And we also fought in a raid. And because I died 4 times in this raid, yeah, I'm not that good at fighting. Because of that, I want to head over to our graveyard right now and build up a nice memorial so we can commemorate our lost souls and also the other casualties we had, like our mending village and one of my scarecrows and also some of the crops. Well, they won't be mentioned in the memorial, but at least the mending villager and the scarecrow will get some sort of mention. Alright guys, we are up here in my graveyard and now it's time to build up a nice memorial for all the souls lost in the fight of Emberfields against the pillagers. So for those of you who don't know yet, this is my graveyard, and in here for every death we have a grave, and if we open them up, I'll actually show you. So and this basically tells us how this Ellie died. So let's close that up again. And now we're actually gonna build up a big one right here for the 4 Ellies that died in the raid, and also for the villager, the poor mending villager. So first of all, I need to craft up some more blocks. I think I need some stairs, so we can make a nice foundation. And I want it to be like right here, and it's gonna be, yeah, maybe 2 wide is going to be enough. So we make it like that. Yeah, I think that size is gonna be fine. And now let me see if we have how this is gonna look if we put it like that. Yeah, I don't like the andesite, the polished one for that. So let's just do it in stone. And then maybe already stairs at the top, like that. Yeah, that's very simple. So let me see if we can fit in our text properly. So we need to craft up some more signs. Alright. Memorial for the fallen of the great battle of Amberfield. Well, that does not fit, so, well, let's shorten that a bit. So we make here of Amberfields, and we just replace this with the battle. So we have memorial for the fallen of the battle of Amberfields. Alright, and now for the names, I'm gonna bury a chest down here. I'm gonna make it a big one, and we're gonna need the anvil. And now we shall have Elia killed by Vindicator. Goes in here. Then the next one is Eliza killed by Vex. Goes in like this. Then we have Elijah killed by Ravager. And the last Ellie going to be Ellen killed by Evoker. And because we lost more than just Ellies, we also gonna have one for the mending villager, which most likely was slain by a Vex. Goes in here. And then we will have one for our lovely scarecrow killed by Ravager. There we go. And now let's close that up. And there we have it. We have a nice little memorial plate for the fallen of the Battle of Amberfields. I think that's pretty cool. It's not too big because it wasn't that big of an event, but it's nice to have a memorial for that, I think. Now let's clean up this stuff here. And actually let's decorate this a bit with the pillagers. Yeah, I think that's cool. So now we know this is about the pillagers. Yeah, I like that. But now let's head back to Amberfields. So I'm here in Amberfields in front of my failed iron farm, and this is a design that works in 1.15, but we are still in 1.14.2, as you can see here. And, well, today we're gonna change that, because today is finally the day we're gonna update. But, well, before we do the update, I actually want to do some trading with my villagers first. And I also want to craft up more armor pieces, because in 1.14.2, the version I am in, it's actually possible to stack up protections on armor. So we actually gonna try to get a gold armor set, the complete one. And I also want to create a golden god armor set for the next update, for the nether update. Because gold armor is gonna be the go-to armor to go into the nether, because then you won't be attacked by the piglins. So we're actually gonna create a golden set of god armor. Sadly, I lost all my villagers that trade all those books, but I still have some books stockpiled up, so we should have enough for 2 more armor sets. So we're gonna finish our diamond armor set, and we're gonna create a golden god armor set. So let me get that done, and then we'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm here in my enchanting room. My teeny tiny enchanting room, and in this chest here I already prepared the golden armor and all the books that I will need to enchant this to make this into a golden god armor. So we do have thorns, we do have all the kinds of protections, of course we do have unbreaking and mending, and for the helmet we also have aqua affinity and respiration. And this is all the same, and the boots just get depth strider 3 as well. I'm not quite sure if this is needed in the nether or not. If I can manage to get it on, I will do it, but I will put it on last. Same with aqua affinity and respiration. I don't think it's really necessary in the nether. But well, we never know. And the thorns also might go on last, because yeah, it's cool, but sometimes it's also kind of getting in the way if you want to transport some mobs and then they get hurt by you all the time. So yeah, but as you can see, I only have 8 levels, and to enchant all these books onto these pieces of armor, this is gonna need some serious levels. So let's head over to our skeleton spawner and get some levels. So I'm back, and I'm here at my skeleton spawner, and as you can see behind me, the skeletons are already spawning nicely in, because we have a double skeleton spawner around us. And I moved my chest with the gold armor in here, and as you can see we have all the books just like before. And up here we have 4 thorns 3 books for our diamond armor. And I brought 2 anvils, which probably won't be enough to do all the enchanting, but well, first let's get some levels. So I've been here for a while at the skeleton spawner, busy with enchanting and getting more levels. And we did it! We finished the whole enchantment, but sadly I couldn't fit the thorns on the diamond armor because that was just too expensive. But we managed to finish a whole set of gold armor. So as you can see, they're fully enchanted now. And I even managed to get on the thorns, which is pretty cool. And for a guide on how to enchant this is what I did. I'm pretty sure there are smarter ways on doing that, but well, I didn't have enough books to experiment. So I'm glad it worked out the way it did. I always combined the cheapest way possible. So yeah, we have golden god armor now, so this is going to be our nether suit. And now let's find a nice place for it. So we are back in our enchanting room, and right next to it, as you can see, I moved the nether portal from out there down here. So we have this nice little room here for the nether portal, and this is actually where I'm gonna place my nether suit now. I think that's the perfect place for it, because whenever we head into the nether we can just suit up here, well, at least once the 1.16 update is done. And as you can see here, I built a little wine farm, so yeah, this is where I get my wines from now. And the funny thing is, I started with just one piece of wine that I bought from a wandering trader. They're not entirely useless, even though they did not give me bamboo. But yeah, this is my wine farm. But yeah, as you can see, this room gives us about a stack and a little bit of wines each time. So that's pretty cool. We just leave them in here for whenever we need them. So yeah, we found a nice place for our nether suit. Now, since we have done that, I think now it's actually time to do the update to 1.15. So let's update. And we are back, and we did the update. So we are in 1.15.2 now. And I did update the replay mod as well. So we should be able to make cool replay time lapses again. And I had to update the Optifine, and yeah, it took me quite a while to figure it all out, because I'm technically not that great at stuff like that. But with the help of some YouTube tutorials, I managed to update everything. And I also did update all my vanilla tweaks, and I actually added some more. So a new one I added is the Wandering Trader, which now should be able to trade me microblocks. So just like on the Hermitcraft server, this is gonna be super cool, I hope. But yeah, the only thing I had trouble with updating is the texture pack for my lovely little cat Mao. As you can see right now, he has still the green and the blue eye, but he should have 2 like sky blue eyes. And I tried to update the texture pack, but let me show you what happens. if I turn it on. So we get this little freaky mess of a cat. I have no idea how this happened. Somehow his face is on his back. So I just changed the texture file as usually, and I updated the MC meta file from 4 to 5, and yeah, somehow it does not work. So if you guys know how this is done properly, let me know, and then we can bring back our lovely little Mao. So, but anyhow, all the other textures from the vanilla tweaks, they work perfectly fine. And now let's head over to Amberfields and check out our iron farm, because this was also a major reason why we did the update, is so we can finally get the iron farm to work. And yeah, here we have our lovely little monstrosity. Looks like the villagers are still in there. And now let me get some scaffolding. So now, let's scaffold up. Yeah, we still got 4 villagers. They are scared of the zombie right now. So I guess we should prime the thing first again. So let me shut it off real quick. Okay, all the 4 villagers are asleep. The wall is closed. So now let's just wait this night and then let them work for a day, and then we can see if this whole thing works. And we are back up here at our iron farm. And as you can see, the farm is working again. The wall is going up and down. And now let's just wait if we can see an iron golem spawn. And there we have it. We have our first iron golem spawning. This is awesome. So this farm works now. So yeah, and down he goes. So now I want to let this run for about an hour, and then we will be right back and see how much iron we got. So I am back after my AFK session, and as you can see, I'm still buried in sand on top of my iron farm. Let's just remove all of this, head down, and let's just sleep the night away real quick. And now let's check how much iron we got. And yeah, we got more than a stack. I think mining would still be faster, but well, as long as we're in this area anyway, we will get free iron from this. So this is pretty cool. So I do want to build a nice building around my iron farm now. And it's quite tricky because, well, first of all, it has a really odd shape and it's quite big. But second of all, in this village here, every farm has like a cover that matches the item that is farmed. And here we farm iron, so what could we build that matches that? So my idea is to build up a huge sort of smeltery. So the story is going to be that the iron ore is going to be brought in here and then smelted up into ingots. And I think we're going to have some sort of maybe big tank that has iron flowing out of it. I think we might be able to use lava as that. So we can have it flowing out, probably out of here. So we would say that this is the big smelting oven. And then we have just a building around it. And I also want to change the location of this. So I think we're gonna have a bubble elevator here and then have the items flow around and maybe be brought back over here, because I think this part is going to be inside the building, and then we can have a couple of chests here. I don't really know yet. Yeah, I also need to gather up some materials. So yeah, let me get that done and then we will be right back. So I am back and I gathered loads and loads of materials for this. Let me show you. So we do have loads of wood. We do have some magma blocks, we have campfires, and over here we have some stones, we have bones, we have diorite and granite. And in my inventory you can see we have some ice and we have some stone bricks. And we have loads of scaffolding. But I've also been busy putting out the layout for the building we're gonna build. So let me show you. You can see the brick walls at the bottom. They show where the walls are going to go. And the logs are going to be the pillars. And over there we have some bricks as well. That's where the smelting area is going to go. Now over here I already installed a little bit of a bubble waiter. So if we head up here you can see. So because I did not slap this out, there's already golems spawning on this area, which is obviously not good. But for now it's fine because, well, we're gonna be working on this anyway, and there's gonna be loads of spawnable places while we're building. So the items come up here, and then they go all the way around and in the hoppers, and then they will land in those chests. And there's already some iron and some poppies in there, so the farm is definitely working. And now for the layout. So if we head around here, you can see how big this building is going to get. And I think we have to remove at least part of this berry garden, maybe probably the whole of it. And yeah, so it's gonna be big. And that's a huge challenge for me because I'm not used to building buildings that are this big and have like these huge wall spaces that I need to decorate. I prefer small buildings. I think it's so much easier to make them look good. But yeah, before I start building, there's 2 more things I want to do. So first, I want to plant down a bunch of birch trees. And if you're wondering why I'm doing this, well, I'm also going to plant some flowers next to it. And this is because we're in a plains biome, where whenever a sapling that is near a flower within 2 blocks, I think, grows up, there's a 5% chance of it spawning in a bee's nest. And that's what we're after today. And the second thing I want to do is empty this out, so we can actually see how much iron we gather while we're building. And now, finally, let's start building. As you can see, this is not finished yet, but this is basically the raw structure we have. So I put up all the walls, not all the way to the top though, but yeah, you can see the general shape of the house. And in here we will have some sort of outlet of the iron, so I want to have some lava flowing down. It looks like molten iron, and then we have different casts, and at the end we will have an iron block. And maybe out here we have some opening that mimics an opening that goes into the smelter, where they could put in iron ore to smelt it up. Let's head around. Here this is also still open, we will close that up in a second. And as you can see, we had loads of iron golems spawn, like basically on every surface that is spawnable right now. So we do have quite a bit of iron golems walking around right now. And yeah, here we will have a big door. Probably just a fake door because there's not much going on in here, and we still need to remove this. But yeah, I do want to detail this up a bit. So let me get some materials. And we're actually gonna need diorite for this, some cobblestone and some more stone and stone bricks. And I want to show you how we're gonna do this. So let's put those in the inventory. And first of all, these foundation blocks here, well, they're nice, but we should mix them up a bit. Have some cobblestone every now and then, and sometimes maybe even one up, and maybe one even goes all the way up like that. So this breaks up like the regularity of it a bit and just makes it look a bit more interesting. And now, to have a little bit of block variation in the bone block, we're actually gonna use this diorite. And I never use diorite in my builds actually, but this is a trick that I learned by watching the great BOO, and he's a master builder and he makes diorite work. So yeah, we're gonna try it too. So we're just gonna pop in every now and then a little piece of diorite just to break it up a bit, and it does look like the plaster has come off a bit in those places, and you see a bit of the stone coming through. So yeah, I think that's gonna look pretty cool. We're gonna do this all around for all the walls. And we're also gonna add in more details. So let me work on this for a while, and then we will be right back. So I am back, and as you can see, I did a lot of block variations in the walls, and it already looks so much better, I think. So we also added some granite into the bricks. We filled up this wall. As you can see all around, we just added a little bit of diorite in there. And over here, I added this huge doorway. And yeah, the berry garden definitely has to go. And obviously we need to detail these walls much more. And actually we do have a visitor in here. We have this wandering trader, and he sells loads of microblocks. As you can see, this is new from the update, so that's pretty cool. And I do have 14 emeralds. But I'm really interested in this. He sells a jungle sapling, so we're gonna buy one of those. And we have this smelting room here now. And as you can see, I prepared these parts here. So in here, we're gonna add the lava, and this is representing molten iron that flows in here. Here we have a magma block. This is the iron hardening out. And now we see, yeah, we do have enough iron. Let's make up an iron block. Like so. And yeah, in here we have the iron block. Should go into the hole. Like that. So now, obviously this is not finished, so let me put in more details and then we will be right back. And we are finished! And this actually took me such a long time because I had a really hard time to detail this. But let me show you what I did. So here we have this little entrance door. This is the oven, basically. So in here goes the iron ore to be smelted. Then if we head over here, there's the iron pouring out. This is still liquid and glowing. Here it's already setting, and over here we have an iron block that's finished. And once we have more iron, I want to have some iron blocks stored maybe over here, or a cart that drives them away or something. Just so we can see that this goes in here and the iron blocks come out this way. Then over here we have some wood that is stored here, because they probably need wood to heat up the oven. I actually used some of the microblocks I had from the trader, and I think this really adds nice little detail to this stacked wood. And over here we have this little stairway going up to the balcony, and I think that looks really cool. We have some extra storage here. This is just to fill up the spaces. Then here we have the big entrance door that obviously doesn't go anywhere because it's just barrels, but I think it looks really cool and nice. And up here we just have some windows and some minor little details in the wall. And I think the diorite really adds to it. And yeah, I'm really happy that I tried this. Thank you B00 for showing it to me. Then if we head around here, we have some extra storage. We have a little balcony up there. We do have the same windows here than we have on the other side. And actually, let's head over here so you can see better. This is this side. And on this building here, I thought maybe add a water wheel. That would look quite cool, but because we have this dock area here, this would be kind of in the way. But yeah, let me know what you think about this. Should we add a water wheel here, maybe move the dock over to that side? And now if we head to this little dock here. The idea is that the iron ore will come in this way, be delivered via boat, either from Lumbria, or maybe we add a little mine entrance over there somewhere. Yeah, I think it turned out really cool. I added some greenery. Obviously I need to clean up my chests here. Let's see how much iron we got while building this. And bear in mind, I had a lot of iron golems spawn outside of the actual farm area because, well, while building I always had spawnable blocks, but we got over a stack already, again. So now let's convert those into iron blocks. And we already got 8 iron blocks. This is pretty cool, so let's put some of them down. Yeah, where should I put them? Maybe we should build a cart up for that. But we will do that later, I guess. But I want to do the item of the episode now. So let's plug that down, and we're actually going to use one of those iron blocks. And I'm gonna name it episode 18, the update. And now for the bees. We're still waiting on them to spawn in. Sadly, I think I have to end the episode now because it's getting late, and yeah, I still need to do a lot of editing. So this is all I had time for today. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Ellie the Elegant Elephant, and I hope to see you in my next episode. Bye!